can rectify that. Okay. Okay. So cross product in component form. Cross product in component form. Component form. Granted two vectors to us, vector A, which is A1 I cap, as I always take, plus A2 j cap plus A3 k cap, and vector B, which is B1 I cap plus B2 j cap plus B3 k cap. We wish to compute the cross product. How do I do that? We have seen that the cross product as well is distributive. So what is A cross B gonna be? A cross B gonna be A1 I cap plus A2 j cap plus A3 k cap cross B1 I cap plus B2 j cap plus B3 k cap. Appreciate that. Now you know the rule of distribution, that is in the cross product we have seen the property in the previous turn, didn't we? That is dot product allows the distribution of vector over the addition and subtraction. So out here, since these we understand that it consists of vectors, this is a vector in itself. A1 alone is not a vector, it is scalar, but A1 I cap is a vector. A2 j cap is a vector, A3 k cap is a vector, B1 I cap is a vector, B2 j cap is a vector, B3 k cap is a vector, you know. And thus, there will be 9 different distributions that will take place. What? So this will get distributed on this, on this. In a similar manner, this will get distributed on this, and this. And likewise, this will also be, let me change the color for distinction, right? This and this, you know. So there will be 9 different distributions that we'll get to see. So let me write them all, right? And the first one would be, of course, this on this, and that would be what? That would be A1 B1 I cap cross I cap. Then this on this, you know, would be what? A1 B2 I cap cross j cap. This on this is A1 B3 I cap cross k cap. Plus it continues because there are 9 different distributions. Now this will get distributed on these 3, and you can get to see what we are going to get. We are going to get A2 B1, changing the color for purpose of clarity, j cross I cap plus A2 B2 j cross j cap plus A2 B3 j cross k cap, j cross k cap, and it continues further. Now these will get distributed on these 3, and there will be nothing but A3 B1 k cap cross I cap. Appreciate that. A3 B2 k cap cross j cap, and A3 B3 k cap cross k cap. Now straight away these 3 go out of the game. These 3 go out of the game. The reason very well known to you. You have seen that over here. That is I cross I, j cross j, k cross k. They are all null. So that's why all these will be null. Diagonal element will not survive. Remaining 6 will survive, and you know what they are going to be. So rather than scrolling up every time, I prefer to make the wheel once again so that you can practice the technique that I have told you. At 12 o'clock position, 8 o'clock position, 4 o'clock position, and we have I cap, j cap and k cap, you know. Now, you know what is going to happen. Whenever I travel from first vector, second vector in the anti-clockwise manner, the answer will be plus sign third vector. And whenever I travel from the first vector to the second vector in the clockwise fashion, it is plus sign, it is minus sign third vector. Okay. Okay, so it is convenient for you because I have made the wheel again on the same page. So any one of you can speak out, I guess, what it would be all about. ये क्या होगा? This would be, let me write equal sign a1 b1, a1 b1, and what? I cross I goes out. I'm not writing out. Why should I write? Because it is null anyway. The second element is going to survive the first one. A1 b2, a1 b2. And what is that? I cross j. I cross j is k, you know. Good. Very good. Very good. Very good. Very good. K cap. Right. And then you have a1 b3. a1 b3. a1 b3. Let me write neatly. My writing becomes filthy sometimes. Bear with that. You have to write on the electronic board, and then of course there is no friction. I cross k cap. What is I cross k cap?
Minus j cap.
Beautifully correct. Very correctly spoken. Minus j cap. Right? Then of course come to the second row. A2 B1. It was B1. It was B1. Okay? Okay. A2 B1. A2 B1. A2 B1. And J cross I. J cross I. It is
minus
what?
K cap.
Haji? Minus K cap. Sure?
Minus K cap.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Minus K cap. Okay. Then we have this is 0 anyway. A2 B3. A2 B3. We have A2 B3, and together with that we have I cap cross K cap. I cross K is gonna be what? J or minus J?
Minus K cap.
Minus J cap. Beautiful said, Sadiksha. Very good answer. That's great. I cross K. Okay. I cross K nahi. A1, A2. Sorry. I mixed up. It is the second row. J cross K, beta. J cross K. I'm so sorry. J cross
I cap.
J cross K is very correct. Very correct. Plus I cap. Plus I cap. Very good. Very correct. Now, the third row. A3, B1. A3, B1. And you have K cross I. What is K cross? K cross I. Okay. Before I write, you are speaking. That's very good. It's K cross I is J cap. And this is A3, B2. A3, B2. And K cross J. K cross J.
Minus I cap.
Minus I cap. Very correctly said. Minus I cap. So we have 6 terms surviving, out of which 3 are negative. Can you see that these 3 are negative and rest 3 are positive? So if I club them all, मैं I cap common ले लूँ अगर, तो क्या आएगा? Okay. अगर मैं I cap, J cap, K cap common ले लूँ, तो what will I get? Finally, I cap वाले term देखिए आप. I cap वाले terms are over here and here. Somewhere over here, A2, B3 and A3, B2. So I get A2, B3 minus A3, B2. Am I correct? I cap. Can I take these two common? I cap common in these two.
Yes, sir.
Right. एक ये है I cap वाला, एक ये I cap वाला. Can I take common? Yes, I did. And you shouldn't be bothering about it, I guess. Plus, now J cap. A3 B1 is plus, and A1 B3 is minus. A1 B3 is minus J cap, plus k cap a1 b2 or a2 b1, a1 b2 minus a2 b1 k cap. This is the final answer for cross product. What a great answer it is. How will you remember it? The question is that in class 12th you will learn determinant, which will make the result very easy for you to compute in maths class, right? In class 12 maths it will become very easy because you will have a determinant way of representing the same product. But for the time being, I tell you a beautiful method you must have learned in class 10th, I guess, the rule of cross multiplication. Have you? Rule of while solving simultaneous equation must have been taught this, I guess, right? So what is that cross product rule? The cross product rule is we have a1, a2, a3, right? Equations होते थे b1, b2, b3. If you write this, so you have seen this structure like this. Oh, you must have, I guess. This into this minus this into this. देखा है आपने?
Yes, sir.
रूल ऑफ क्रॉस मल्टीप्लिकेशन, राइट?
Yes, sir.
तो देखिए a1 b2 माइनस a2 b1, a1 b2 वेयर इज दैट गॉन? a1 b2 राइट, यहाँ पे a1 b2 माइनस a2 b1, ठीक है? वुड यू अप्रिशिएट दैट? मतलब जिस वाले को चाहिए के वाला चाहिए तो के वाला कॉलम छोड़ दीजिए, बाकी दो में क्रॉस मल्टीप्लिकेशन कर दीजिए. श्योर और नॉट? कैन यू सी दैट a1 b2 माइनस a2 b1, राइट? अगर आपको आई वाला चाहिए, आई वाला कंपोनेंट चाहिए तो आई वाला छोड़ दीजिए. क्या होगा? a2 b3 should have been written over here. b3 should have been written, okay, a2 b3 minus a2 why did I write 2 everywhere? Strange. Same mistake committed on both the rows. Okay, anyway, a2 b3 minus a3 b2, a2 b3 minus a3 b2. Can you all see that?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right? So this is very easy way of remembering this, you know. बहुत ही आसानी से आता था. डिटरमिनेंट जब पढ़ लेंगे तो और आसान हो जाएगा. Anyways, but this is what it is. Okay. अब जे वाले में पंगा है. जे वाले में थोड़ा सा पंगा है. You know what? आपको ये बताया भी गया होगा when you were taught this, I guess, कि बीच वाले को जब लीव करेंगे तो ये क्रॉस मल्टीप्लिकेशन होगा ना, पर इसमें ऑर्डर उल्टा कर देते हैं. इसमें बैक स्लैश पहले, फ्रंट स्लैश बाद में. तो a3 b1 पहले, बाकी सब में फ्रंट ये वाला पहले और ये वाला बाद में. ये वाला इसमें ये पॉजिटिव और ये नेगेटिव होता है. तो a3 b1, कैन यू सी दैट a3 b1 माइनस a1 b3. कुड यू ऑल अप्रिशिएट दैट? दिस हाउ यू रिमेंबर दैट.
Yes, so for this also we make a circle for a trick, sir, to solve in class 10.
Yes. The cyclic order is very correct way of dealing with the issue. Very correct. You remember it so nicely. Great. Good. Very good. Understood what is cross product? You all? Does anything bother you here? Wish to note it down? Can note it down? Right, I can give you some little bit time to write it down, right, so that I couldn't post the earlier lecture also on the YouTube. I couldn't publish that maybe because I was time tied. Today I will publish the previous lecture, and this I might publish day after or something like that. So take a note of it, beta, all of you. Taken a note of it, all of you?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
So can you please slide down a little?
Here or down? Down?
Yes, sir. Down.
Okay.
पापा अभी
Yes, taken a note of it.
Yes, sir.
Let me proceed to take few questions. Given two vectors A and B, I cap minus j cap plus k cap, and B is I cap plus j cap minus k cap, find unit vector along A cross B. Who is wishing? Who is wanting to join at this stage? Yes. Any answer? Yes. It is so convenient, you know. अगर मैं दोनों कंपोनेंट लिखूँ, if I write the component of them all, so it will be 1 minus 1 1 1 1 minus 1. So A cross B would be equal to what? Let me change the color and write it. A cross B would be nothing but first this into this minus this into this. Understand this? Front slash backslash. So minus 1 to 1 is minus 1 minus 1 into 1. So that is minus 2. So minus 2. So we'll have minus 2I cap, you know. Now J cap component would be, have you all understood that? J cap component would be this into this. First the backslash, you know, 1 into 1 minus this into this. So that is 1 into 1 is 1 minus 1 into minus 1, that is minus 1. 1 minus minus 1 is 2. So that is gonna be 2 J cap. And of course K cap, for K cap we have to leave this and this into this minus this into this. So 1 into 1 is 1 minus 1 into minus 1 is minus 1. So 1 minus minus 1 is 2 again. So it is gonna be 2K cap. Appreciate that. So this is what is A cross B gonna be. So what is the magnitude of A cross B? The magnitude of A cross B is gonna be, किसी वेक्टर का मॉडुलस निकालना हो तो what we have to do? Under root component square root of sum of squares of the component. So this is gonna be minus 2 square. Am I correct? You have learned it much before, I guess. I don't need to show that page once again. 2 plus 2 square. Appreciate that. So that is 4 plus 4 plus 4 is 12. So 12 is gonna be 2 root 3. Right? Happy? 2 root 3. Now, you know that how to make any vector unit vector. you have to scalar multiply with the reciprocal of the magnitude. So suppose the unit vector along A cross B is n cap, so my n cap would be nothing but I scalar multiply with the reciprocal of the magnitude A cross B, the vector A cross B itself, and I get the unit vector along A cross B. Appreciate that. So that is going to be 1 upon 2 root 3 into the vector A cross B. That is minus 2i cap plus 2j cap plus 2k cap. Appreciate that, right? Does anything bother you? If anybody bothers at any stage, please ask me immediately without any hesitation whatsoever.
Excuse me, sir.
हाँ बताएं.
Sir, how minus 2 came for I cap?
हाँ जी, -2 कैसे आया? Okay, I'll tell you.
Yes, sir.
For I cap, you have to leave this column. I cap के लिए पहला वाला कॉलम छोड़ना पड़ेगा और इन दोनों में करना पड़ेगा, क्या करना पड़ेगा? फ्रंट स्लैश माइनस बैक स्लैश. Okay. -1 into -1 is what?
1.
Oh my God! I made a mistake, and you notice.
Yes, sir.
Oh my God! It changes whole game. It changes whole game. You know. So this is gonna come out to be
2.
2 root 2. Oh, strange. No issues. Well in time. I don't have rub much of the things over here, so I get to see the unit vector along this as, what do I get to see it as? I get to see the answer, final answer is -1 by root 2 I cap. Sure. Oh, 0. It was 0 na? It was 0.
Yes, sir.
Right. So I get to see that unit vector along this is gonna be 1 by root 2 j cap plus 1 by root 2 k cap. Have you all got the point very clearly? Have you all got the point very clearly?
Yes, sir.
Without interface, can you all?
Yes.
Face, can you all?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So I was just trying to bring the screenshot of some questions from somewhere. It took some while, right? So this was what asked in 2007, IT Advanced. That time used to be IT examination only, right? So work it out. Let this be the last question for today, because I have to take half an hour break in between, then go over to the maths class. Well, I give you 3 minutes for that, maybe 4 minutes, but not more than that is required for this question at all. Let A, B, C be unit vectors such that A plus B plus C is equal to 0. Which one of the following is correct? Yes. Any answer? you have to recall something. Well, I give you a big hint. Haven't we discussed triangle theorem? If three vectors are in equilibrium, they can be represented as sides of a triangle taken in order. Make use of triangle theorem. And becomes all the more convenient because all the three vectors are said to be unit vectors. Okay, let me take this. Maybe you can wait for one more minute. Okay, look at that. If three vectors, we have seen that if three vectors are in equilibrium, haven't we? If three vectors are adding up to null, if three vectors are adding up to null, so they are said to be in equilibrium, right? And for three vectors, it is mandatory that if three vectors are summing up to null, they got to be they can always be represented as sides of a triangle taken in order. It cannot happen if the three vectors are in equilibrium, and of course, if I try to put them as sides of a triangle, then the third vertex would not be completed. Of course, it has to complete the triangle. So that is what the triangle theorem, the converse of the triangle theorem was. The forward statement was if three vectors can be represented as sides of a triangle, then they are in equilibrium. And it was necessary and sufficient both. This condition was necessary as well as sufficient, and that's why the converse was also true. And converse means if three vectors are in equilibrium, then they got to be represented as sides of a triangle taken in order. So that means the three vectors can always be shown as sides of a triangle taken in order. It cannot happen that third vertex will not be created and it will open up this space over here. I showed you over there, I convinced you over there, I guess, if I have been part of the class that time. Right. Having said that, if this completes the triangle, now the task becomes all the more easy for you here because all the three vectors are said to be unit vectors. That means it will make an isosceles triangle. Oh, sorry, equilateral triangle. It will make an equilateral triangle. They're all unit, all the sides are equal, that's why it will make equilateral triangle. That means the ABC must be arranged something like that. There will be sides of equilateral triangle having all sides equal to 1, 1, 1 each. Now, come to think of it, call them any one of them as A, any one of them as B, and any one of them as C. Let's call this as A, let's call this as B, let's call this as C, Now, आप देखिए इसमें how convenient it is. All of them will make angle 120 degree with each other, as I showed you, because if the vectors are drawn in sequential manner, you know that the angle that we need to see is the external angle between them, not the internal one. So if I produce this, then it would be a correct angle between A and B. If I produce this, then this would be the correct angle between B and C. If I produce this, this would be the correct angle between A and C. All the three angles between A and B is 120 degree. Can you see that? Between B and C is 120 degree. And between C and A is also 120 degrees. Right. Now, they're all unit as well. Now, come to think of it. What is the direction of A cross B? Apply your thumb rule and say that it is electric pole or it is tube well. I showed you that there are two ways you can vertically two vertical lines that you can have on the roads. One is the coming out, that is electric pole, other is the going down like tube well. Didn't I? So come to think of it, if I talk about A cross B, so it will be electric pole or it will be tube well? Anybody? Speak out please. In the plane of the drawing is
Upward.
क्या होगा?
Upward.
Sir, electric pole.
Electric pole is the correct answer because A cross B is electric pole. Agree or not? देखिए मैंने आपको A cross B यहाँ A और B को separately यहाँ draw कर दिया. देखिए 120 degree पे है भी. Aren't they? Can you all see that? Can you all see that? Confirm that this is my A, this is my B.
Yes, sir.
Right? That's why curling your fingers from the first vector A to the second vector will give you the electric pole, not the tube well. Thumbs up, not thumbs down. Like, not dislike. Agree? Okay. Having said that, let's get rid of this A. Done away with this, I guess. Now bring C. So let me duplicate C and bring it over here in the common tail position. And now, what is B cross C, electric pole or tube well?
Sir, electric pole.
Electric pole again, sure or not? Okay. Now, I get rid of B and bring my A. Okay. What is C cross A? Electric pole or tube well? C cross A is electric pole or tube well?
Tube well. Electric pole.
How can it be tube well, beta? C cross A. Curl your fingers from C to A, and see it is coming out or going down. See, had you there been in the class, things would have been so convenient. I would have shown in front of you, taking few pencils in my hand and asking you to repeat that process. But since you are not present here, so you have to look into my camera and see my finger movement from C to A. If you curl, so it will be thumbs up or thumbs down. It will be thumbs up or not.
Up.
Yeah, so it will be electric pole. That means A cross B, B cross C, C cross A, all three are electric poles basically. Understood that? Now come to magnitude of that. When I compute the magnitude of cross product of two vector, A cross B will have the magnitude what? A cross B का magnitude क्या होगा? Tell me. The magnitude of A cross B gonna be what? Gonna be product of magnitude of the two vector and sine of angle between the two. So A cross B is gonna be 1 into sine 120 degree. Agree or not? So I don't even put the value of sine 100. Why should I? Because everything is gonna come out to be same. B cross C is gonna be, B is also unit. They're all unit. 1 into sine 120 into sine 120. Let me write 120 neatly. My writing gets filthier when I write fast on the glass screen. This is not like paper. It is very smooth. So it doesn't provide any friction at all. Although I don't claim my writing is good, but this is even worse. Right. So the magnitude of all three are 1 into sine 120. That means they are all equal. Agree. Direction, you have also seen that they are all electric poles. When the magnitude matches, direction matches, shouldn't the third option, which option? Second option be correct? Because फर्स्ट ऑप्शन में क्या कहा इन्होंने A क्रॉस B इक्वल B क्रॉस C इक्वल C क्रॉस A, बट इक्वल टू जीरो कह दिया. जीरो नहीं है ये. इट इज जीरो, नॉट जीरो. इट इज सर्वाइविंग और नॉट. द सेकंड ऑप्शन इज A क्रॉस B इज इक्वल टू B क्रॉस C इज इक्वल टू C क्रॉस A इज नॉट इक्वल टू जीरो. करेक्ट. इसमें एक पंगा ले लिया है. A क्रॉस B इज इक्वल टू B क्रॉस C और यहाँ पे A क्रॉस C विल बिकम क्या? ट्यूबवेल और नॉट. A क्रॉस B देखिए आपकी स्क्रीन में ड्रॉन है. ट्यूबवेल बन जाएगा कि नहीं? तो वो मैच नहीं करेगा. तो B इज द करेक्ट आंसर. हैव यू ऑल गॉट द पॉइंट वेरी क्लियरली?
Yes, sir.
ओके.
Sir,
बोलिए जल्दी से.
sir, if one of them is tubewell, then we have to put minus sign there.
Yeah, you have to put minus sign to make it electric pole.
Okay, sir.
Is it? Okay. So I'm going to stop sharing the screen and come to direct interface, and then of course let me do the process. Where is that? Okay, stop presenting. So I have come out of the teaching interface, right? So let me sign off. I'll publish today's lecture maybe tomorrow or day after, because I haven't published the previous lecture as well. I was time tight and I will do it today. Previous lecture which I took on 25th, I'll publish today. So this lecture I may publish on YouTube maybe in a day or two. So let me sign off, and half an hour later with the same Google Meet link I'll start the maths class.